Guru Shishya Sambandera Purve I Parasparera Pariksha. So here it says, before a guru accepts a disciple and before a disciple accepts a guru, both should examine and test each other. So that is very, very important. Ayogya Shishyera Guru Kariben Danda Bhajiya Ayogya Guru Shishya Haya Panda. A spiritual master who accepts an unqualified disciple is eventually punished. A disciple who worships a person not qualified to be a spiritual master becomes lost. So both ways. If a guru accepts a disciple who is ayogya, ayogya shishyere guru kariben danda, he experiences punishment. His life becomes miserable. And similarly, if a disciple accepts a person who's not qualified, ayogya guru, so such a disciple also becomes lost in spiritual life. So it is important that both examine each other. Dunhera yogyata yata dina stira raya paraspara sambandha kakhana tyajanaya. If the spiritual master and disciple are both qualified, their relationship should not be abandoned. So here it says, if both the guru and disciple are qualified, such relationship should not be abandoned. If one of them is unqualified, you can abandon. So if the disciple is unqualified, the guru can abandon such a disciple. And if at any point, if the disciple feels that the guru is unqualified, the disciple also can reject. But if both the spiritual master and disciple are qualified, their relationship should continue. There is a footnote here. The relationship between the spiritual master and the disciple is eternal. So just once again, yeah, Radhabani, you wanted to ask something?
Sorry, it is a mistake.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains in the footnote, the relationship between the guru and disciple is eternal. It's an eternal relationship. The relationship may not be broken. However, if the spiritual master is wicked, the disciple may break the relationship. And if the disciple is wicked, the spiritual master may break the relationship. So generally, the guru-disciple relationship is eternal. But if at any point, if the guru falls down, we saw certain conditions in which the guru falls down. If those conditions are there, the disciple can reject such a guru. Just like, in the scriptures, the example of Bali Maharaj. So when Bali Maharaj's spiritual master, Shukracharya, tells Bali that don't surrender to Vaman Dev, Bali at once rejects his spiritual master. He rejects him. Similarly, if a disciple becomes wicked, there is a difference between wicked and falling down. So the disciple may succumb to temptations. That is a different thing. But if the disciple is sincere, the guru still holds on to the disciple. But if the disciple becomes wicked, intentionally he does something wrong. Unintentionally wrong is a different story. Intentionally, the disciple is committing aparadh and sin, then the guru can give up such a disciple. Otherwise, neither may break it. One may search the scriptures for various quotes to describe the situations where this relationship may be broken. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, general principle is the relationship is not broken. However, there may be exceptions where the relationship is broken, and in which situation the guru-disciple relationship should be broken, that we have to learn from the scriptures. So we discussed this last time. There are three pillars in which our bhakti stands: Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. So we are dependent on the Guru, but we are also dependent on the Sadhus, the Vaishnavas and Shastra. So anytime we find that the Guru is deviating, we can refer to the Shastra, we can refer to the other Vaishnavas. So all three, these are like three checkpoints we need to have. All these three things should be balanced. So the next thing, testing and examining him and finding him to be a Shuddha Guru, pure spiritual master, the prospective disciple should accept him. Shuddha Guru Pariksha Kariya Varnana Karibe. So after examining a Guru, finding that the disciple पापिष्ट अपराधी सर्वत्र संसारे. A person who disobeys his bona fide spiritual master is the greatest sinner and the greatest offender in the world. So if you find Sadguru, someone who is a bona fide guru in parampara, following the pure path, and if you disobey such a spiritual master, say papishta aparadhi sarvatra samsare. He is the greatest offender and the greatest sinner. So Guru Avagya is a great sin. Ataeva pratame vishesha yatana kari shuddha bhakta laibena guru rupe vari. Therefore, in the beginning, one should take special care to find a pure devotee, Shuddha Bhakta, to be one's spiritual master. So here it says, Atayeva Pratame. So before choosing a guru, one has to examine very properly. One has to study the scriptures and find out what the qualification of a guru is. We were discussing this point also. Just before anyone gets married also, they do so much research to find out whether the partner is correct. And this marriage is like a relationship for one lifetime. The guru-disciple relationship is for eternity. So one has to be very careful, and in the beginning only one should take special care. Atayeva pratame vishesha yatana kari. One should take special. Vishesha yatana means special care to see that you find the right guru. And there's a footnote here. Just one second. Yeah. Before the spiritual master is accepted, the spiritual master and the prospective disciple should test and examine each other. So this is before the guru is accepted. Both have to test each other. That is the teachings of the scriptures. So the scriptures don't tell us to accept anyone blindly. You have to first examine, and then you can follow him with trust. But before you invest your trust in someone, you have to study that person properly. This does not refer to a family guru or kul guru. So it is not necessary that our kul guru becomes our actual guru. A family guru is not qualified to be a bona fide spiritual master. So one need not be attached to family. Arey, my family has been referring to this guru. No need. Maybe or he may not be the bona fide spiritual master. Just because the kul doesn't mean that is bona fide. Before one accepts the spiritual master, the prospective disciple should examine to see if the prospective spiritual master is a true saintly spiritual master or an unqualified pretender. So what one should test? One should test that the prospective guru whom I am taking initiation from, or I am going to take initiation from, such a person, is he a saintly spiritual master or is he a mithyachari, just a dongi? If at that time, when one should test and examine the prospective spiritual master, the prospective disciple does not make a great effort to thoroughly test and examine him, that disciple is very unfortunate. So before you accept a spiritual master, the disciple should make great effort. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying here, make great effort. Vishesha yatana kari. Special care, special effort to thoroughly test and examine him. So one has to be very sure that this is my guru. If the disciple doesn't do that, then the disciple is unfortunate. If one accepts an unqualified family guru, one must, honoring him and speaking prayers, leave him and search for a true bona fide spiritual master. This one must do. So in case you have accepted a guru, a kul guru, and in due course of time you find out, arey, this is not the right person, he is not a Shuddha Bhakta, then what you should do? You should honor your kul guru, speak wonderful prayers to him, but leave him. Respectfully leave him. This one should do. So Bali Maharaj, he had respect for Shukracharya, but he respectfully disagreed with him. So this is allowed. If your guru tells you don't surrender to Krishna, you have respect for him, you honor him, but don't follow him. Just like, the father is supposed to be the natural guru of the son. Prahlad Maharaj, his father was Hiranyakashipu. And Hiranyakashipu was telling Prahlad, stop bhakti to Vishnu. Prahlad had great respect for Hiranyakashipu. but he didn't follow his instruction. This instruction he didn't follow. So here it says, if one finds that your Kuluguru is not bona fide, you can honor him, respect him, but leave him. Don't stay in his association. Guru त्याग क्लेश येन कबू नाही गते ए रूपे चिंतिले कबू ना पदे संकटे. The prospective disciple should be concerned that someday he should not suffer the pain of having to reject a spiritual master, or someday he should not fall into a great difficulty. So why the scriptures are saying this? Because the pain of leaving your guru is unbearable. If in some time you find out that the guru is deviated from the path, if you have to change your guru, it's not an easy thing. There's a lot of emotional and spiritual turmoil that you go through. Your spiritual life goes havoc basically. So therefore, a prospective disciple in the beginning only, atayeva pratame, in the beginning only one should put great effort in examining the guru. Guru yata bhakti hina shishya tara praya ateva shuddha guru labe parikshaya. As the prospective disciple tests and examines the prospective spiritual master to see if he possesses true devotion or not, similarly, the prospective spiritual master should also test and examine the prospective disciple. So it is both ways. So the disciple takes time to find out whether this is my guru. You don't immediately surrender. And the guru also finds out whether the disciple is bona fide. If you study Radhanath Maharaj's journey home, before Radhanath Maharaj came to meet Srila Prabhupada, he met various gurus from various organizations and various different paths. And many of the gurus were telling Radhanath Swami, take initiation from me. They were like literally forcing Maharaj. But Maharaj didn't do it. Radhanath Swami, at that time he was a Richard Slavin, he didn't do it. So accepting guru, you don't do it because someone is telling you. No. You have to be convinced of the relationship. Your heart has to fully support you. So Maharaj, very respectfully, he met so many people. He met Bon Maharaj, he met Tatwala Baba, he met so many people who were literally, and these were like highly elevated spiritual people, very powerful. Maharaj would respectfully tell them, I have still not made my mind, I have to meet my guru. It's not come from my heart. So he didn't give in immediately. He waited. And then when he met Srila Prabhupada, he had this strong feeling that this is my guru. And Maharaj saw Srila Prabhupada, stayed with him for some time. And even that, after Maharaj met Srila Prabhupada also in the 1975 or something in Vrindavan, after that, Radhanath Swami Maharaj went to New Vrindavan. He joined as a brahmachari there. There also, he didn't accept initiation immediately. He waited. He waited for some time. And then was fully sure he did. So this is something may push a little that you should take. But then you have to be convinced about the spiritual master. And the guru also should take time to test whether the disciple is bona fide. Sadguru avagya aparad bhayankara. Ei aparade nashtahaya devanara. To disobey a bona fide spiritual master is a fearful offense. Aparad bhayankara. So this is a very great offense. When one commits that offense, the demigods and human beings perish. So Guru Aparad is so dangerous. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying here that even demigods perish. There is a story in the Bhagavatam, very instructive story. So this is the story of Indra. Indra one time was sitting in his sabha, Indra sabha. He was sitting in his sabha, and Apsaras were dancing. He was having like a great time. Apsaras were dancing, and Indra was in a state of intoxication. Everyone was glorifying Indra. It was like a big party going on. And suddenly, Brihaspati comes. Brihaspati is the guru of Indra. But Indra, what he does is, he sees Brihaspati, he notices Brihaspati, but he acts as if he is not seen. Why? Because he feels that if I see Brihaspati, then I'll have to stop all this performance and I'll have to go and pay respect to him. So generally, when you see your guru, wherever you are, you offer obeisances. That is the duty of a disciple, Dandavat. As a stick, you fall down. So Indra thought, if I see Brahaspati, or if I show Brahaspati that I have seen him, then I'll have to give him attention, go and offer respect. My show will get spoiled. So he neglected Brahaspati. Showed Brahaspati, he didn't see him only. Brahaspati understood what is going on in the mind of Indra. Brahaspati just walked away. He was not hurt, he just walked away. He felt pity for Indra, that Indra doesn't know this principle of respecting Guru. And that one incident, it was a very simple incident. It was not like a very gross mistake also. One small tendency in Indra to disrespect his Guru, that one thing led to the fall down of Indra. Indra lost his position as a demigod, and Bali Maharaj became powerful and he overpowered Indra. Why? Because Bali Maharaj worshipped his Guru Shukracharya till this point, and Indra offended his Guru. And the result is, Ei aparade nashta haya deva nara. Indra lost his position as a demigod by offending Guru. That is how powerful offense to a Guru is. Another time, Durvasa Muni comes to meet Indra, and Durvasa Muni offers Indra his garland. The garland that Durvasa Muni was wearing, he offers it to Indra. But Indra was so neglectful, he gave the garland to his elephant, Airavat. And what Airavat did? Elephant doesn't have intelligence. He put the garland on the ground and started to trample on the garland. Durvasa Muni got very angry and cursed Indra because he doesn't know how to respect the garland of a Guru. We'll be coming to this now. This point, how one should worship Guru. Those points are coming here now. Guru Sevara Prakriya, the way to serve spiritual master. So these are very important etiquettes. Please hear attentively. Guru Sayanasana are Padukadi Yana Pada Pita Sthano Udaka Chaya Yara Langana. One should not sleep on a spiritual master's bed, sit on a seat, wear his shoes, use his footstool, or step on his shadow. This is how one should respect one's spiritual master. First, Guru Shayanasana. The bed of the spiritual master, one should not sleep on it. You can't sleep on it. There is a story in the Sri Sampradaya that one of the acharyas, one of the disciples of, I think Ramanujacharya or someone, he did sleep on the bed of the spiritual master. But then that was also in the mood that to see whether the bed was perfect for his Guru. It should always be in the mood that you are worshipping Guru. So because anything connected to Guru also becomes worshipable. If you go to Srila Prabhupada's rooms, the room in which Srila Prabhupada stayed in Vrindavan, or the room in which Srila Prabhupada stayed in Juhu, Bombay, or in Mayapur, the disciples of Srila Prabhupada and the grand disciples of Srila Prabhupada have still respectfully maintained all the items of Prabhupada. The bed of Prabhupada is there as it is. As it is, the chappals of Prabhupada, the sandals, the everything of Prabhupada. Anything connected to the Guru's worship. Lord Chaitanya, at one time, he went to the birthplace of Ishwarapuri. He had got the opportunity to go to Bangladesh, the birthplace of Ishwarapuri. Lord Chaitanya, at that birthplace, he started to take the dust from that place and started to eat it. The dust in the place in which his Guru is born is also worshipable. So this is how one should respect the Guru. One should not sleep on the bed the Guru has used. One should not sit on the seat the Guru has used. Right? One should not wear his shoes. This is also an offense. If the Guru has worn that shoes should be respected and worshipped. You don't wear that shoes. And the footstool, and in fact, one should not even step on the shadow of the Guru. Tulsi or you should not see the shadow of, you should walk around the shadow. So these are very finer elements of Vaishnava etiquette. So as we advance in spiritual life, we have to follow more finer aspects of Vaishnava etiquette. First is the gross aspects, then slowly the finer aspects of Vaishnava etiquette come. So following this aspects of Vaishnava etiquette is very, very important. As Radhanath Maharaj says, bhakti means attention to details. The more we are specific about small things, the more we are attentive about small things, things related to the Guru, it shows how much respect we have for the Guru. Gurura agrete anya puja dvaita gyan diksha vyakya prabhutvadi karibe varjana. One should not worship someone else as Guru in the Guru's presence. That is a devious mentality trying to minimize the bona fide Guru. So this is also important. If your Guru is present, you don't worship anyone else as your Guru in his presence. It shows a very offensive mentality. Your faith first should be towards your Guru. You may get inspiration from other Gurus, but you don't glorify someone more than your Guru in the Guru's presence. Right? So this shows that it's a very devious mentality. Dvaita Gyan, it's a very offensive mentality. So one should be very respectful in Guru's presence. So you may be a great preacher, but when you come in front of a Guru, you have to become very, very humble. Diksha Vyakhyaya Prabhutvadi Karibe Varjan. And giving initiation, showing one's influence, etc., are supposed to be avoided. So if the Guru is there, you don't give initiation when your Guru is still present in this world. And you don't show your influence in front of the Guru. As I told you, you may be a great preacher, but when you come in front of the Guru, you have to take a humble position. Because all your power to preach is ultimately coming from the Guru. If the Guru's mercy is not there, how will you preach? Right? So in front of the Guru, one should be very humble. One should not show one's influence in front of the Guru. Yata yata gurura paibe darshana dandavat padi bhume karibe vandana. So this is important. On seeing his spiritual master, the disciple should offer dandavat obeisances, falling to the ground like a stick. Yata yata. Actually, this is very, very important principle. Yata yata gurura paibe darshan. As soon as you see your spiritual master, dandavat padi bhume karibe vandan. You should offer full obeisances and offer dandavats. So this is the system. Right? Wherever you see your Guru, you're supposed to fall and offer obeisances. It may be few times a day also. At least the first time you see him in the day, definitely you should do. If you can do it many times in the day also, it's wonderful. Right? It shows how much love you are for the Guru. Guru nama bhakti te karibe uchcharan, Guru agya hela na karibe kadachan. He should speak his spiritual master's name with devotion. Guru nama bhakti te karibe uchcharan. So when you're referring to your spiritual master, you should refer it to with great devotion, with great bhakti. And one should never disobey his spiritual master's order. Guru agya hela na karibe kadachan. Never disobey the Guru. Again, he must honor the remnants of food and other things left by the spiritual master. So, prasad seva, the remnants of Guru, the prasad that the Guru has eaten, Krishna prasad that the Guru has eaten, those remnants one should be very eager to honor and in a very respectful mood, in a very devotional mode. One should be eagerly waiting for such opportunities. And Gurura apriya vakya kabuna kahibe. One should never speak harsh words to the spiritual master. One should try to control in front of the spiritual master. Gurura charane dainya laibe sharana karibe gurura sada priya acharana. He must humbly surrender to his spiritual master's feet. Dainya, with great humility, one should surrender. He must always act in such a way that his spiritual master will be pleased with him. Karibe gurura sada priya acharan. So the aim of spiritual life is trying to satisfy Guru. Trying to satisfy Krishna is very far away. Only when we satisfy Guru, Krishna will be satisfied. So we should try to act in such a way that the Guru will be pleased. So before we do anything, we should always think, will this act please my Guru? Or will this act give displeasure to my Guru? So one should always be in this consciousness. E rupa achare Krishna nama sankirtane Sarva Siddhi Hoy Prabhu Bale Shruti Gane. Acting in this way and chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna, he attains all perfection. O Lord, this the scriptures say. Haridas Thakur is saying here, E Rupa Achare Krishna Nama Sankirtane. As we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we should act in this way, having great faith in the Guru, respecting Guru, being very eager to serve the Guru, not displeasing the Guru, respecting the things that are related to the Guru, respecting the Vaishnavas connected to the Guru. In this way, one can attain perfection. Nama Guru Prati Yadi Avagya Ghataye Dushta Sange Dushta Shastra Mata Samashraye Tabe Sei Sanga Sei Shastra Dura Kari Vilap Kariba Sei Guru Pade Dhari. So now the question is, if someone has offended the Guru, if you have committed this offense, Guru Avagya, what you should do? If by associating with wicked people or taking shelter of the philosophy of wicked books, one disobeys his Nama Guru, one should throw that association or those books far away, grasp his spiritual master's feet and confess his misdeeds. So, if you do Guru Aparad, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Haridas Thakur are explaining here, the root cause of offending Guru. What is the root cause? Dushta Sangha, Dushta Shastra, Mata Samashraye. It's because of associating with wicked people. When we associate with materialistic people, or when we read books written by materialistic people, naturally this mentality of pride and offensive mentality comes. So the first thing is we should find the root cause and give up association of materialistic people, give up association of these materialistic books, and one should go to the Guru. Vilapa Kariba. Vilapa means one should be repentant and one should go and confess in front of the Guru. Vilapa Kariba say Guru Pade Dhari. One should hold the spiritual master's feet and confess and repent. The person who teaches the supreme exalted nature of the holy name, or the person who gives the mantra of the holy names. So here Nama Guru means two things. Either one who gives you Nama Diksha, Harinam Diksha, or one who teaches you about the holy name. The Diksha Guru is the Nama Guru. Here Nama means the mantra of the holy name. The holy name is not different from the mantra. The word Nama may also be interpreted to mean he who speaks. In this interpretation, the Nama Guru is the person who speaks the mantra. So generally, in traditional times, when you get Diksha, the Guru gives you the Maha Mantra in your ears. There is Mantra Diksha that happens. So this Diksha Guru, who is your Nama Guru, one should be very, very respectful. Kripa Kari Gurudeva Haibe Sadaya Name Prema Dibe Se Vaishnava Dayamaya. So if you have offended the Guru, we should sincerely repent and go and ask forgiveness. Kripa Kari Gurudev Haibe Sadaya. The merciful spiritual master will then give his mercy. Vaishnava will give him gift of love for the holy name. Nama Prema Dibe say Vaishnava Dayamaya. So Guru is the topmost Vaishnava. And because he is very, very merciful, when we go and ask forgiveness, the Guru will give us the gift of the holy name of Krishna. Name Prema. The holy name and the ability to chant the name with great love. Haridas Padarenu Bharasa Yahar Nama Chintamani Gaya Trinadika Char. A person who is lower than a blade of grass and less worthy than a pile of ashes, but somehow has faith in the dust of Haridasa's feet, speaks this Harinam Chintamani. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur hence this chapter was saying in his great humility, Haridasa Padarenu Bharasa Yahar. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, my only qualification is faith in Haridas Thakur, faith in this book Harinama Chintamani. Nama Chintamani Gaya Trinadika Char. He says, Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his humility saying, I am lower than a blade of grass. I am less worthy than a pile of ashes. It's a pile of ashes, no one really cares for it. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, I am so useless, but still somehow by good fortune, I have faith in Haridas Thakur. Bharasa Yahar. I have faith in Haridas Thakur, and in this way, I am writing Harinam Chintamani. So in this way, the 6th chapter of Harinam Chintamani, Guru Avagya, ends here. So probably the next time we can do a recap. All the devotees can do like a overview presentation, the recap of the 6th chapter. And then the week after that, we can take the 7th chapter, Shruti Shastra Ninda, criticizing the Vedic scriptures. So anyone has any questions, any comments? Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, now when we see the sannyasis of other cults, can we pay obeisances to them? Like in Udupi, there are some.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, whenever you see any sannyasi with a danda, you should definitely offer obeisances. In fact, it says don't offer obeisances to a sannyasi, you should fast a day because of that offense. And even the scriptures explain that even if you see a Mayavadi sannyasi, you should still offer obeisances. Because we may not follow the Mayavadi sannyasis, but because they have taken to the sannyas order, we respect that sannyas order. That danda is respected, and we can definitely offer obeisances to even a Mayavadi sannyasi.
Suppose we don't know about them, but we don't pay obeisances, that will be an offense from our side.
Yeah. So many times it happens that you don't know who that sannyasi is, but I think as a principle, it's best to offer obeisances. Better to be safe than sorry, so there is no harm, right? In fact, it's good for us. It's a good exercise for the body also, and it's a good exercise for the ego also, right? To offer obeisances is like a very important thing. So even if you don't know whether someone is bona fide or not, still there is no harm in offering obeisances. Being respectful is part of our Vaishnav culture only. So we can definitely offer obeisances.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Sharmila Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I just wanted to know, Prabhuji, how do we know that the guru which I have chosen or the guru which I want to choose has those qualities or has all those qualities of a spiritual master or to be a guru? Because I am not, I'm speaking of myself maybe, that I am not, I cannot choose. I mean, I don't have the quality to choose qualities to choose a guru. So how could I choose a guru?
Yeah, that's what I told you. See, first is we should have some basic idea of who a guru is. And the basic idea is that he should be in a bona fide parampara. He should be in a bona fide parampara. And he should be sincerely practicing this for quite a few years, for many years. The kind of service attitude he has, the kind of knowledge of scriptures he has, right? The kind of service that he does. These things are like very obvious. We can see all these things. So if you have been seeing this guru for some time, it may be for a short time, but what kind of lifestyle the guru has had. You can get to know about him through the disciples of the guru, someone who knows him. Yeah. And then when you are like sufficiently knowledgeable, definitely according to our own capacity, our capacity may not be perfect. We can never judge who a
Yes.
pure devotee is. Our material intelligence and vision definitely fails. But then as far as we can go, if we feel that, yeah, this is the person and my heart also connects to him and his teachings really impact me to the core of my heart, then you can commit to such a person.
Because I have read the book Journey Home by Radhanand Swami. I have learned, I've read also that so many gurus were, as you said, Prabhuji, so many gurus, even in the cave, he meets one guru.
Yeah.
And that guru also wants him to be his disciple. And at last, one of the first meeting with Srila Prabhupada is where I think Srila Prabhupada calls him on the stage for the first time.
Correct.
he sends a disciple to call him on the stage, and that is where he meets Srila Prabhupada for the first time in that
Correct. Correct.
function. That function. So
Correct.
I was just thinking how to go about it, because I've read it twice. I've read it twice, the book, and it's a wonderful book. Another question, Prabhuji. What is initiation?
Initiation basically means, as the word says, initiation is the start. So generally, Diksha means, in one sense, that is the official start of your spiritual journey. You are officially initiated into the parampara.
Okay.
So it actually says that, yes, the holy name is very powerful, but the actual chanting of the holy name begins when we get Diksha. And then the chanting of the holy name becomes literally very powerful, because it's coming through the Guru. So
And it has to-
initiation, as the name suggests, is the start of spiritual life. It is like the actual official start.
And has to be given by a guru.
Yeah, it has to be given by a Guru, authorized Guru. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes. Thank you. Any other questions? Any other comments anyone else has? I think it was quite an eye-opening discussion. A lot of things for us to meditate on and deeply ponder. I think these books are like that only. They help us think. They help us reflect. So the next week, So the next week, Param Dalapur, I'll take your question. So the next week, all of y'all can prepare this chapter summary in whatever formats you all want, and we'll have like an overview. Yes, Balyanandu.
About this Sukracharya, you're telling about the Balimara Sukracharya, no?
Correct.
The story. That is Sukracharya is Kula Guru, no?
Kula Guru, correct.
So he's not officially his Guru, he's not Naradamuni is his Guru. Who is his Guru actually?
Bali Maharaj. Good question.
He's if everybody is for Rakshasas, all Sukracharya is head,
generally
no?
the Kul Guru. Yeah. Who after Bali Maharaj rejected? It's a good question. After Bali Maharaj rejected Shukracharya, who became his Guru? We'll have to find
So
out.
you can say Vamadev himself is Guru, no? When he came, he took over, no?
Yeah, in one sense, yes. In one sense, yes. Yeah, but we can find out also whether Bali Maharaj accepted any Vaishnav Guru also. We can find that out.
Yes, Preeti, thank you.
Yes, Param Dayadu Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, the spiritual master and a pure spiritual master, what made difference, Prabhu?
Oh, see, Guru basically means, it could be any Guru from any line. So when you say pure spiritual master, see, this word pure can refer to two things. It can refer to a pure devotee who is on the stage of Uttam Adhikari, who has become completely free from sins and things like that. Or it could be pure Guru can mean one who is following pure bhakti, the teachings of pure devotional service. So such a person also can be called a pure Guru. Understanding? So both could be technically pure Guru. Someone who is following Ananya Bhakti, pure devotional service teachings, lifestyle, and it could also mean someone who's on that Uttam Adhikari level. Yeah. So for all of
a spiritual master itself, he is Anana.
Pardon?
Bhakta.
Spiritual
master itself, he is a pure devotee, na Prabhu.
Yeah, but see, for us, right, for all of us, the way ISKCON Prabhupada has made, see, we don't really know who is a pure devotee, who is not. But what is important for us is whether that Guru is representing pure devotional service. That's what is important, right? If that is there, otherwise, how can we ever judge who is on which stage of bhakti, who is Uttam Adhikari? We really can't judge. So what we need to do is that Guru in a bona fide sampradaya, has he been sincerely practicing this Krishna consciousness for years together? What is this track record of service, sadhana? This is what we can see. And seeing that, we can just accept the Guru. So it's not necessary, that the Guru has to be Uttam Adhikari only. It is not necessary. The Guru has to be following pure devotional service. That is necessary. He has to be in parampara. Whether he has to be Uttam Adhikari, that is not the criteria. Right? If that was the criteria, then Prabhupada wouldn't open the Guru thing only to so many disciples. Right? Because Prabhupada knew if someone is following the parampara, then naturally that person will also become pure eventually. You're getting the point? So according to me, that Shuddha Bhakta there Shuddha Guru refers to one who is following pure devotional service. That is what it is.
Okay, bro.
So let's stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.